happening. There's.
Get it, Blackout 5, huh?
I say, yo, I took you because you somewhat of a spokesman for all my haters. An out-of-town nigga that could be on the couch or in the bed with one of my neighbors. He feel he got the scoop, but this ain't ice cream. I'll meth this man didn't hook on ice cream. He thinking Method Man didn't hook on ice cream. That's why you been Jerry in the circle, nigga. No ice cream. So next time you in your car, tune in on why cats want to get at you. Your records wouldn't ship at a loading dock. You were nobody like RoboCop. SP right, it's only 2 liters like the soda pop. SPRITE2. Anyway, I volleyball your shit, then go to the next game. You almost died because a guy felt your thigh and it wasn't a guess game. Yeah, you be tripping, but staying out of the helicopter route. Because when we be tripping, we be bringing helicopters out. Long yappers, clips like a Harley Davidson seat. Give you that loud ride to that place you should be. You a Fruit Loop with nutrition facts. Clips ain't spilling milk because that wasn't the right house he was describing the kitchen at. You got prostitutes, a Glock to shoot, a little white bitch that give you lots of loot. How ironic you promoting that, and her ex-boyfriend, the promoter, is the one who sent you to the hospital. He gonna rap about my dick because he prayed for my incarceration. But my co-D is his cousin, but you won't hear none of that in the bars he came with. Fuck boy, no day in jail. Took myself to the precinct, no Dave Chappelle, because I got 3 daughters, nigga. I ain't take it well. But back to the gutter. You grabbed the clippers when Charles Hamilton ran on you like you was getting a haircut, and that's the chair you rent out in the shop to make money in. Now that was some sucker shit. When Charles Hamilton said some shit in this song, I ran down him in the project elevator like, fuck is this? So when it come down to who would do what, when a real man stepped to them, you ain't him a fucking bitch. You got no shame. Used to be a first half nigga with no fame. Muslim nigga who watched Soul Train, grew up to date white women. Soul Plane. You got Kevin Hart on Soul Plane. If I give a Birdman to a young thug, I'ma feel a little wheezy about the whole thing, nigga. You ask Lush, did he get shot at like you know the shooter? When Lush know a shooter that could get you shot at up close and sooner. Really? You a body. No peace be with you, brother Ahmed. Now take these shots. Arm, legger, arm, head, nigga. Ice. Fuck wrong with you, nigga?
Hi, this is YAKIRA Gorgeous.
I'm just Jen.
This is YAYA Bombshell.
And we are her point of view. All right, guys, just ow, right. So just to give anybody who's like newcomers to our show, just to give you a little brief, I don't know, a little conversation about what we are and what we do. Basically, we're just 3 beautiful queens that talk about our point of views basically on everything. We have like the latest gossip from celebrities to our personal lives. So this is a no judgment zone, okay? Because we give you the real. We're very blunt. We're very raw about everything. And then if you guys also have questions, don't be afraid to ask because we'll answer them.
Comment below.
Comment below.
like
and subscribe. And follow our page. It's HPOV3 on Instagram, and then you can also follow our Instagrams. Mine is YAKIRA Gorgeous.
Mine's just Jen.
YAYA Bombshell.
All right, so make sure you guys follow us, okay, to stay updated on what's new and what's hot. Okay. We have our first segment. It's called Let's Get Into It because we got a lot to get into, and we're gonna talk about this whole Tory Lanez situation, shooting Megan in the foot, and what we think about it and our opinions on it, and a little bit of yours if you guys want to engage with us. But basically it all started with Tory Lanez making a post. It was like at 9 o'clock, and he basically saying like, oh, I'm gonna go on at 9 o'clock and give you the real. And everybody thought he was going on lives because they even hit me up last night like he's going on live and he's going on live, and he didn't even go on live. He actually just dropped his album, which was a little bit weird. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, first of all, we're just so used to him saying, like, the way he said it, we're just so used to quarantine radio. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Right.
wait till this time. So I was like, oh shit. I set my alarm and everything. I was supposed to be doing work, and I was like, no. I need to watch this. And at 12 o'clock, I'm like refreshing the page. Were you doing that too? I thought I was the only one. I was like, I keep refreshing, and then I'm like, oh, I saw the post, and then I saw that he had an album that dropped. And I was like, this guy. And at that point, I'm just looking at everybody's comments of disappointment and going to the shade room.
Right.
Like everybody else was.
I know. I started, because I wasn't waiting up until 12 o'clock to watch the live.
I was.
I was like, don't fill me in
with
later.
it.
And I was like, I'm not going to sit here and watch that. Like, my view is my view and stuff like that. But the only thing is, what's weird about it was, because I read a lot through, like, a lot of the blogs, and that he was denying claims that he actually shot her in the foot.
Did you listen to the songs?
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of the songs, and I'm not gonna say that the songs weren't good, because they, you know.
Where
like,
did you listen to it? Because I only have Tidal.
Oh. No, but if you're going to Apple, you gotta have Apple Music.
Girl,
Right?
Apple.
You gotta have Apple Music, and you have to listen to it. And he gives like a whole brief statement about like what went down that night, from his point of view. You see that? he gave what happened on.
It never came out on Tidal. I was like, oh, so like Jay-Z is boycotting him. Why are we not doing that? You know what I mean?
Right.
But what did you think of the songs? What did you think of what he said?
What did I think about what he said? The whole thing with him just denying that he shot her in the foot was a little bit like crazy to me, because at first I'm like, why would he make a song about him denying, which is when it's obvious?
So you definitely
think
he shot her in the foot.
100%. He definitely shot her in the foot. Like, I'm not.
I don't think he shot her in the foot.
Wow.
I really
What do you
don't
mean?
think.
So what? But why would you not think that?
It's just like, I don't know, like I feel like once it came out, then like her stories changed, first of all.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did what was her first story and what was the
Her
second?
first story was like she wasn't saying anything. It was just in the headlines. Oh, she got shot. The way she came out in the like how she came out of the freaking car. How she was like this and stuff like that.
Did you see that scene, by the way? That was like
I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yes.
But I don't know. I heard that I guess they were exclusive, but not really exclusive, because I heard that he was flying her out, he was seeing her, she was seeing him.
Is that exclusive though? Like, that's not exclusive.
No.
Like, if a guy's flying me out, like, I don't feel like I'm in a relationship with him.
Well, but the whole thing was that they were portraying that they were best friends.
Yeah.
You get me? They were portraying that they were best friends, but in actual reality, they had this whole little situation going on that was like pretty toxic. You know what I mean? So like it was weird. Like
But do you think that he was like, because in the songs, he's kind of insinuating that he was like in love with her. But do you think that he was in love with her?
I do think that. I
think she was in love with him, and I feel like alcohol and I don't know. I heard that he was trying to get with Kylie, but in her eyes, it probably
he said that. He said that in one of his songs that like Kylie was looking like an angel that night.
Wait. But wasn't it during like quarantine radio how she like came on and he was flirting with her and stuff like that?
So that's what I'm saying. Was he really in love with Meg? Like when a guy acts like that, is he really like in love with me when he's flirting? And in quarantine radio, I never would have known. He was flirting with everybody.
But listen, he tells it, and he has this one song that's called Solar Drive at Night, where he like lets it all out, like how he basically said that they took some kind of like they were best friends, right?
Yeah.
And you know that's a healthy start to a relationship, but it took like a wrong turn when like things start getting serious, jealousy start kicking in, you know, and then he is also like at the same time it's not like a situation where it's a commitment. So he's going to have his eye on other girls.
That's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know how females get. Like, we're like, listen, if I talk to you, you're the only person that I'm talking to. And that's
we fucking.
And she definitely has that, like, personality where it's like, when you're fucking with, especially what he said, like, she brought him to the party. Like, he wouldn't have been there without her.
True.
And then she leaves, he has to leave with her. You can't just stay there and and you know, like, I feel like I see it through her eyes where I could just picture being there, and then the way he's talking about Kylie, I could just picture them like giving flirty eyes to each other.
Because there has to be a reason of why she got so angry at him.
And Kylie, she be messy, yo. She be messy.
All the Kardashian girls were messy.
I like Kylie. I don't know. I think
she's just messy.
I like from what I see on Instagram.
But would you trust her with like your boyfriend?
Well, yeah, because I trust my boyfriend, so I know that he's not gonna be like looking at any.
I don't know.
Other
I
girls or
just
anything, making
wouldn't
eye
trust her.
contact.
That's true.
If she's coming on to him, then that's a different story. Like, we don't know what happened if she like came on to Tory, but I think
Yeah.
he came on to her because he always
Yeah,
had
he
a crush on
sounds-
her. He had like a deep
yeah.
crush on her. But what's crazy about that song on his album was that he still said that he wanted Megan back. I said, what in the toxic is this? It's so toxic. You shoot somebody in the foot and you still want them back. That's a little crazy. To me, it's like, how does it get to the point where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go shoot her in the foot? You know what I'm saying? Because
If he allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. But what I'm saying is, because apparently I was hearing like a whole bunch of rumors prior to him coming out with the album that he, the reason he shot her was because I guess she was like very abusive to him, and I guess she was like beating him up or something.
Well, she was like, Neek, weren't you saying something about a woman that worked for
Yeah,
Megan?
a woman that was like giving her like clothes and stuff like that, was pretty much like dressing her up.
Yeah.
He was over there, and like they like, you know, when she's drinking, I guess like they were like, you know, fighting, toxic and stuff like that. So I don't know. But then she did say that the best friend that was in the car is supposed to be coming out soon with a conversation
real story.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah,
what she said. Because there's always three sides to a story. So we got Megan's side, Tory. Now we need one of the people that were just actually there.
How do you
that
think
saw
she's
from
gonna come
outside.
out? Like, what is she? What do you think she's gonna like?
Well-
she's gonna be on a
Well,
talk
what
show.
happened was, because I read also what Nikki sent, was that she said that what part of what Tory was saying is true. So that's
Yeah.
what's crazy to me.
So who shot Megan then?
Because
Exactly.
technically, the cops found him with the gun. He didn't find him shooting her. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good
Like,
thing to look
whose
into.
fingerprint was on the gun?
Whose finger? Well, obviously him, because it's his
Yes,
gun.
yeah.
But that doesn't mean that
Yeah.
you know he shot her. But I do think that he definitely shot her.
Who
I do
else
feel like she
would've?
was beating on
who are
him.
the other suspects?
I think she was beating on him, and
Yeah.
he couldn't take it anymore. Think about it. You're at a party. Listen, he's beating on you. Well, she's beating on him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna be embarrassed. So let me go shoot her," which is crazy to me.
That's so insane. Can you just like imagine a guy shooting you in the foot like that you were like intimate with? If it was, I can't.
Well, what he said also, which was weird, in one of his songs that, wow, I really listened to the album. Let me tell you.
I know.
But what
I didn't
he
even have time
said
to-
in one of his songs was that there was no like how do I shoot her in the foot when nothing hit her bone or something in her
Or
foot.
no, he said also too like her back was turned. How could she have seen it? Who else
Something
is gonna
is
shoot
not
you?
making sense here. Something just imagine you fighting with your guy, which I know would never happen because we don't do that.
I definitely
Regardless.
have. My
Wow.
younger years, I can
Really?
definitely relate to the story.
Wow.
In the sense of like, you know how they say he was flirting with Kylie? I was like the guy who took my virginity. I was like, so like obviously I'm super.
That's a joke. No names.
No name.
No.
But yeah, like, so I thought, you know, like when you take someone's virginity, even though we weren't like official and it wasn't like, oh, you're in a relationship now, we were very, you know what I mean? Like I thought I was like, oh, well, this is happening. So then he would always, and the thing is that he never really told me he was seeing other people. So the most disrespectful thing he did, it was just too. So I had a party at my best friend's house, and he comes and he brings another girl with him, and they're in there like having sex in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
I was hysterically crying, obviously. You know what I mean? I'm 16, so it's just like, this is traumatic. And then I punched him in the face.
Wow.
Oh
And
my
I feel
god.
like I just can't take it back. Like I definitely feel like he deserved it. But it was like, you know what I mean? Like my punch then was just it was not a punch. First of all, it was like a very
wasn't
loose.
gonna hurt him.
I was like, okay, that wasn't even like, you know what I mean? It was just like a chicken, like, you know what I mean? I was like,
Like a little
I
wop.
didn't even connect probably.
Yeah.
And then after that, like he just went crazy on me and tried to hit me back. And then that same
What?
night, like 4 a.m, he pulls up with like all his girl cousins, my
To
friends.
come to fight little Jen.
Little Jen.
Jen, you should have called
Baby
me
Jen.
or my sister
Or I didn't like.
Facts.
I know, I
or
should've-
Nikki.
I should have rounded up a crew. And then these same girls like come and show up at my job.
Oh my god.
And then knock on my mom's, because she was waiting. I was working at like this ice cream place, and he comes in with the girl, and it's like after hours, and my boss is next to me, and it's like us having a little meeting, a little work meeting.
Okay.
And then he comes in with like this girl, and it's like, there she go, right there. And I'm like,
oh my God.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
It wasn't me.
It
wasn't
not
me.
At a workplace.
Maybe it was my twin.
I was like, I don't know what you're
You should have
talking
blamed your
about.
sister. Y'all look exactly alike.
She was too young then. I had nobody to blame and no help.
Aw.
God, this is such a bad time in my life. And then like I go out to, my mom's like calling me scared. Jen, come outside. There's these girls knocking on my car window.
Oh my God.
It was bad. And I'm like, you didn't have to do all that.
No.
And then after all of this, we reconciled. He calls me and apologizes and wants me back. So that's why I can understand
Wow.
this toxicity.
So have you been in a toxic relationship before?
Nah.
No?
Never?
Yeah.
Like you've never like
Yeah. But I never really got upset at the guy.
Right.
I got upset at the other female.
See now
Yeah.
That's getting into it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Kara, like, you know, had to hold me back. I was about to wild out on her. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've only been in toxic relationships that like basically verbal abuse. 'Cause
Yeah.
My mouth is really crazy. Like I go crazy, especially when I was younger. What? You couldn't tell me anything.
That's what I'm saying.
I was going crazy.
And you're like super emotional, and like
Yeah.
you just get your period, and he like it's just a bad time to be
Right.
doing anything.
Right.
No.
So another thing about Tory Lanez album, okay, he starts talking about, I guess, like all the girls that came forward talking about him, like making a post, dropping him off their albums and stuff like that.
Oh,
And a
right,
lot of
yeah.
the comments that I was reading were saying that he was bashing a black woman and Spanish woman, you know, which is all in one, and glorifying Kylie, a white woman. So what do you guys think about that?
So I feel like when it first happened, I feel like everybody was just trying to, like, push him down and like
I know, it did seem like
he did it, and I'm just like, I really don't think he did it. I don't know.
Wow.
I really don't think he did it.
Wow,
That's
but you
just-
got to think about it. So these are girls that are obviously friends with her. These are other artists that are very close
Kalani,
with her. And-
JoJo.
Right, Kalani.
What, Dream
It was
Doll?
Dream Doll.
Oh.
I think Dream Doll. I don't know if she's friends with with
Megan,
Megan
yeah.
closely, but I do.
But she
think
definitely
she
was
had
like,
an
I know
experience.
him. He's
definitely
shitty.
right. Like she's dated him before, and
Yeah.
she talks about him, and she said that he is definitely somebody that is like abusive verbally and physically. So she's, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like he's somebody who was like empowering black women, right?
True.
And then it's like you
True.
shoot a black woman, and that kind of looks bad because that is just like
You were empowering them.
like how
Yeah.
could you know what I mean? So I do feel
That's
like
true.
you know, like that's with anybody, like for instance like Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying, when
I
he
know.
hit
This kind of
Rihanna.
reminds me of that.
But
yeah.
everybody be still listening to his damn album.
Now, but back then, I remember in 09, like I was not. Were you like when it first happened? Weren't you like?
I mean, I love Rihanna, so like.
I know, I did too. And then when she, like, my mentality with that was like, if she forgave him, why do I have a grudge against
Right.
him?
Yeah, that's true.
right.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone always sweep everything underneath the fucking rug.
Definitely.
Like-
did you see what Rick Ross had said also?
Rick Ross was just trying to promote his damn
no,
fucking
but what he
Bel-Air.
said was very
Like-
important. What he said was very important because of remember when well the whole Breonna Taylor story came out, and then it's just like then you drop your album, you decide like I do think that was a poor choice. Even if you were gonna drop an album talking about your situation, like why would you drop it that day?
True.
You know what I mean? So
True.
it just was.
True. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so that's what he was saying, and I was like, that's very important. Like, it's
Yeah.
a whole situation with a black
Brianna,
woman right
yeah.
now that has gotten
That's true.
shot.
That's true.
And then you know, you're
Yes.
talking about the situation.
Then you drop your album, yeah.
But last question: how tall do you think Tory Lanez really is? Because he keeps claiming that he's 5'7".
No. He's definitely like 5'2".
That's what I heard. He's
definitely
like 5'2". People who have seen him in person say
Well,
he's
like
like 5'5".
when we go to break, which is kind of now, what do you guess? We'll find out the
I
real
would say
height.
maybe 5'2".
5'2"?
100%.
What is yours?
5'2". He's probably my
I don't
height.
even think. I think he's. I'm gonna go 5'5".
5'5". Nah.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I know.
I see
And
him in
Megan's
the
like,
club.
what, 6 foot?
That's 5'8" or something. Well, we'll find out both their heights when we go to the break.
Right. Well, we're about to go to break right now, guys. Stay tuned. We have plenty of more other segments that they're going to talk about, and it's going to get a little bit crazy. All right? So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
That was
Hey.
213.
Hey, yo, you was family, Ice. Now you old, fresh out of bars, and trying to be in Jones' position. How ironic, because you got the swag of everybody's uncle that just came home from prison. Okay. Right. What up, Wolf? They might heard that terminology, but you ain't break it down properly, so follow me to the Odyssey, back to the block with me, 8th Ave where my mom's kicked me out. Good thing my Honor G, R.I.P., shout out to Fat Cat, Bogart, Dre Silent B, that's Wolf, means we only love family. That's the policy, so why is he still throwing the wolf up? Well, let's be honest, G, you been backed up on the pack. Let's get all this shit out, this your colonic, B. See? You remember Drew Hamilton Project 17th floor? I was 17 when you was bagging that raw and that cellophane when we cellophines, and I was a nosy kid, but he was treating his nose. That's what the homie did. See, he made that work disappear, but you was like the Wizard of Oz, and y'all know what an OZ is. It's a O, so them kilos and biz is felonious because we know Jones is an OG, so let's think about how old he is. See, I tried to help you when you was whipping that white girl, meaning your girl car, and then I took you from a local nigga to a world star, and what you do? Typical, never stay in tune. Wolves don't worry about getting outshined. You only howl because you jealous of the moon. They ask you who you came up with. You never celebrate your goons. See, Ice never say no names, but catch him in an interrogation room. Oh man. Lord knows, the Jesus, you act hard here, boy, but you a hardware store. You made them keys up. He said he G-checked T-Rex. Please, bruh. See, Ice box, but when it come to them trays, he freeze up. Huh? It's all right, you know what I'm saying? I do this because I got the cheat code. You about to get 84 grams. 3 O's. Let's go.
Hey guys, we're back. This is Her Point of View. I'm just Jen.
I'm YAKIRA Gorgeous.
I'm YAYA Bombshell.
And so this show is basically about like each individual woman's point of view. We're talking about celebrities right now. We're talking about the Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion situation. You know, him putting out an album instead of going live yesterday to talk about what actually happened that night in the car. So before we went to break, we were all guessing how tall he was. I guessed 5'5".
I said 5'2".
I said 5'2".
Like, so let us know in the chat right now, because we're looking at them, all your comments. Take your guesses before we reveal how. And if you know how tall he is, don't tell us. So just take your guesses first, and then we'll reveal his actual height. So,
Come on, people in the chat. What do you guys think?
But while they're doing that, let's also guess Meg's height.
Oh, I said 6 foot.
Yeah, I say 6.
You think 6
Yeah.
foot? I think she's like 5'11". Okay, that's still so weird.
Matt's all.
No matter-
5'11" and 5'2".
I know. That's insane.
That's crazy. It's supposed to be the opposite.
That's why I'm just like.
But I love tall women, so.
But can you imagine like basically having sex with a guy that's like 4'11" or 5 foot? Can you even picture that? Have you ever had sex with a guy that was like
Anybody
that
that was younger? I mean, that was shorter. Younger? No. Anybody that was shorter? No. I'm naturally not attracted to that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like height. What about you? Oh, she said she's little.
I like short guys, tall guys.
So people are guessing 5'2", 5'3". One said 5'4", 6 foot. Wait, okay,
6 foot for who? Megan or for
they
Tory?
probably are guessing Meg. I'm
I think
like,
Megan.
Okay.
okay, 5'6",
Uh-huh.
5'11". Okay, we'll take a couple more guesses. Meg is
Megan
5'11".
handle.
All right, if you
Names.
actually know, do not say it.
Somebody said, how tall are y'all?
I'm 5'6".
I'm 5'4".
I'm 5'2".
Wow.
Oh my
that's
God.
dope.
I'm short.
With heels on, how tall are you?
Probably like 5'4".
Yeah.
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 5'2". I didn't know you were that
Yeah, I'm
tiny.
little. I'm little.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Real quick, would any of y'all date someone that was shorter than you? Shorter
Date
than
someone?
you without your heels on, not with your heels on.
it really depends on who it is.
Without your heels on?
Not my house? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't date anybody shorter than me without my heels on. See, I would be embarrassed if I dated somebody with my heels on that was shorter than me, too.
Would you be embarrassed if it is Tory Lanez? Like, we all think Tory's cute, don't we?
I think
Or
he's
no?
Yeah, he's cute when he got that hairline thing fixed. Wait, what did Dream say something about Beijing? When he got that shit fixed, that Beijing did him good. Then, yeah, you know, but...
It really does look good, though.
It does, it does.
look really good.
All
But,
right,
yeah.
let's see how tall... What do you guys think? Because Jen had looked it up, so...
So, Tory Lanez's actual height is 5'3".
That's
Okay.
crazy.
5'3",
we were close.
only an inch taller than you.
With sneakers on or no sneakers on?
I feel like he definitely got that height with the sneakers
with
on.
the sneakers
He's
on.
below
He's
that for
probably
sure.
like 5'4", an inch.
What about
Like,
Megan?
Megan, what did you guess? What did you guys guess?
We said 6 foot.
Yeah.
Meg.
5'11" in the chat.
Oh my god. Hold on. Height. So, Meg is 5'10".
Wow.
Still very tall though. That's-
5'10", 5'3".
And then on top of that, like, she probably is 6 foot with heels. 3-inch heels.
True.
Her legs are so long.
Long.
Can you just
She's
imagine
a
them,
stallion
like,
for real. She's a stallion and Tori is a pony. That's like, imagine that. I can't. That's crazy.
That is so funny. I can't.
I can't.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into a little bit of club life since we're all missing it.
That's a
We've been in
fact.
quarantine.
Definitely, we've been in quarantine and I've been in a relationship.
I was
I'm
ha-
definitely missing it.
I was like having withdrawals. Like I would just like look back on like reflect. You know, like how on your phone they just show you, oh, this is where you were. It's
like, damn.
I was like, I was at the freaking Chris Brown concert. That was like the best night of
That
our
was the
lives.
best night of our lives. We were so, like, we were shit-faced drunk.
We've had
Jen,
so-
we thought we were about to be going backstage like that.
I know, but we were so far from that.
We were so far.
So we're all gonna share our club stories. I'm gonna share mine last because it's just so long, and I'm sure you guys have like other crazy ones, and you have
Yeah.
to do one that's not with me, Kira.
That's all
Okay.
of them.
What? I'm wild. All right,
Let's-
we'll start with Nee because I'm sure she has.
No.
No, you don't have any.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Every time
Anything-
I go out, it's always like a good
But
night. It's always a good night.
have to go
Yo,
start
me
right
and
out.
Carrie
But
be
have you
having
have any
Every
like
single-
experience or an encounter with like a celebrity?
At a
No.
club, or seen
No.
something that was just like the most ratchet thing at a club where you're just like, that girl's so thirsty. How about the Vegas, your birthday, Vegas? You must have seen some crazy.
That trip was horrible. I don't even want to
Horrible.
get into. That was a horrible trip.
That was horrible.
But the
Like-
thing with Vegas, the only thing is that like it's easy for females to get into sections and stuff like that. So like literally, they were like the promoters were like outside of the club, standing
Yeah.
in front, like
Looking-
literally
looking for
like
girls.
like looking for females to just add to
my-
their section. Like Vegas is a big
But
like.
isn't it like that in New? Well, no, New
No,
York
no.
is-
In New Jersey and New York, you actually have to know people to get right in. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
right, you're
So
right.
that's the thing. And
God, we've had awful times in the freezing cold outside of One Oak, shivering, butt naked. Somebody let us in.
somebody, one of the promoters. But
Kira, show
we
them
never
your
really had a
butt.
we never really had a problem because we've
We've had
always
some problems though.
We-
Sometimes like we just, cause like sometimes we're somewhere and we're just like, let's just go.
Yeah.
Sometimes that ends up being a really good
Oh,
time.
I have a story.
Go with yours
I have a story. Last
Talk about
year
it.
for my birthday.
last year for your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
December
horrible.
31st, New Year's Eve. Jesus Lord. Livid. So, Kara's friend said, oh, you know, I'm about to go to this spot for New Year's Eve, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, all right, cool. So, we're thinking, all right, we're about to pick you up. We're about to go.
Mm-hmm.
We get to her house. The girl's not even dressed. It's like 11 o'clock.
Right.
So
by the time we got
Not
there, it was like
even
11.
dressed?
Not even dressed, like getting ready,
putting on her
makeup,
face, all
everything.
What was she like in sweatpants? Just
Yeah, pretty much,
basically.
just
Oh, she
chilling.
was showering too.
Yeah.
By the way, she was showering. We're like, come on, like it's time to go.
So my whole thing of like to bring in my birthday, like I like to say Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
club, like we used to Happy New Year's in my car. Like we literally,
We was tired.
It was like 5,
Right.
4, 3, 2,
1. Put the glasses on. Put the glasses on.
like Happy New Year.
She was tired, and I was just sitting there like,
live it. Then we get to the club, right? And I guess I don't know. I guess because it was like sold out and like they didn't have enough sections, so we're just sitting
this
there
is in
waiting.
Jersey club,
New York
club. Oh God,
Bruh, we were just sitting there waiting in our heels. And you know, everybody knows how I get with my fucking feet in heels. Like, I do not like to be standing for so long. It's like,
I gotta sit.
like every club we went to for that, we always just get in VIP. That's it.
that's it.
VIP. Period.
Smooth.
Like, in.
So
That's
this
it.
is not smooth. This
That
is
was not smooth. We literally stand for like 2 hours. Like, what is
Right,
happening?
and then when we left, the guy texted my friend and was like, "Hey, like the section's getting ready." Mind you, he paid like $12,000 for that section, right? And there was just no room.
No room.
You know, so it was horrible. Yeah, I can only even imagine like how he felt because he paid for all that and then standing for 2 hours, like us in Hills, we were livid. We were like, it's time to go.
Livid.
Then Nikki's like, "All right, I got another situation we can do," and then
we
it
go
was
to
another
the
strip club.
strip club, and the strip club is fucking closed. So then now it's like an after spot at this other strip club, and it was just ghetto ratchet. And then like trying to call a freaking Uber back to the first place we went to, it was just crazy because the Uber just kept like rerouting, and we were just like, what the fuck? We were freezing cold.
How
Like,
many of them? How many girls were there?
It was
It was 4 of us.
Oh.
Something
Just
that
sitting
could have
there
been like really
shivering.
quick.
And
Yeah,
plus, like, I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
feel
hate
like we
being
were all
cold.
on like I don't know, like wasn't trying to get too drunk because like 2 weeks before that, like 3 girls died in like a freaking accident. Yeah, so we were just like, I don't feel like drinking. Like I don't know. It was just like, you know,
Yeah,
that too. And then it was just like,
bad energy.
Yeah,
like,
and it's
still
just
on.
like-
We were already living. I know
Yeah.
I was. I know I get irritated in seconds. Like, what? We have to stand? What? Like,
Yeah.
like, it's taking us this
God.
long to get in, you
Yeah.
know? Like, we had a lot of,
So-
yeah, we were living.
That's like crazy. Like, I'm gonna pose this question to the chat before we continue. How would you wait for your friend if you go to their house, they're not ready? Do you just leave them? Because I kind of would have been like, oh, let's just go out another night.
It depends on which
Yeah.
friend. Like, that night, we should have left her completely.
Yeah, we could've
like,
just
we
went
weren't
somewhere
that
else.
close. She was one of my bartending friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? She could have been left a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
she-
would you guys have left her? The chat. I feel like guys don't wait for other men to like get dressed. I feel like they get
Well,
there
it
and like
takes
you're not
guys
ready.
seconds
2
to get
seconds.
dressed.
But if they're
Depends on which guy you are, right? Because if
that's
you're
true.
that guy, they waiting for you.
That's
They
true.
need you.
If you're the one that's
You're the
putting
one
up the
with
money for
money.
the section, they're waiting for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going nowhere. They don't care if they getting in 10 minutes before the club closed. They're like,
I'll wait because you
I'll
got the
wait.
money.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm trying to flex with the 1942 bottle.
Right, right. Let me get
With
a little
the
a
hookah.
picture with the Azul. Let me get a picture with the celeb. Oh
Word.
God.
God.
Guys are always trying to take pictures with celebs.
and they're like worse than girls because girls are not. We're not. I've never asked a celebrity for a picture in the club.
Right,
Ever. I wouldn't even
right.
think of it.
They'd
No.
be looking at us.
Yes, we've never.
I literally
ever.
like if anything, if I meet a celebrity, I act like I don't even know who you are.
Listen.
Meanwhile, I'm like tugging you like, Kara, do you know who that is?
I'm like,
Oh my
no.
God.
Last time, Jen, basically all my
I know
nightlife
all your
stories is really
Yeah,
with
it's-
you.
Yeah, yeah.
But remember, this was like a memorable moment. Remember that time when we remember English, you know, record student or
It's the
whatever.
hookah.
But it's the hookah.
Liquor.
Remember that time that we went out, right? And I think we were with a promoter, and I think we went. One of us went to the bathroom, and we're like, James Harden's over there. James Harden's over there, right? They're like, let's go walk by, and we walked by, and long and behold, got pulled to the section, right? That had to be the best night. And then remember, we had to go we left with him. And then we went to, I don't know, some after party situation, and we were just so happy to be there.
I'm trying to think. Are you talking about the strip club
No, remember we went to the club. I can't remember what club it was, but that's where we met them. And then the guy was like, "Hey, y'all, come with us here." So
the
we're
strip club. We went to a strip club.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's where you're. I think that's
so.
That has to be that same night. We
I think
went
so.
to one club, and yeah, all of them were there. And then they were like, "Oh, come to this next spot. It's not gonna be
With
anything."
Travis.
That's what I'm saying. It was
That night was crazy.
I was like,
that was a good night.
that is the worst part about going out in New York is you never know who you're. It could be a horrible. I've had horrible nights.
Talk
where
about
I'm
it.
Just like, oh,
Talk about it.
they're giving us a little break. So we're gonna have to wrap this up. But when we come back, we're gonna look at the chat and then see what you guys. Oh my God, they're still talking about this. Someone said, "What do you guys think about the fact Stallion is a male horse?"
She is not a male horse.
No, she's
Stop
beautiful.
it.
She is a beautiful one.
Is a male horse like the definition of male
But I
stallion.
think her whole concept about it is that, you know, she's a bigger woman, and she's stacked back there, because usually what they say when you have a big ass is you got a horse on your back.
Yeah,
So that's where the stallion came from.
But it's still a male horse.
I can't.
There's no female version of.
But like, what if she
Pony?
started calling
Well,
her
damn, is there like a
horse?
big? Is there?
A mare, some shit like
I was about to say, is there a bigger version of a pony then? We're giving Stallion a new name.
But when we come back, we're gonna look at the chat, talk about some of the feedback, and yeah, we're going to break now. I'm just Jen.
I'm YAKIRA Gorgeous.
YAYA Bombshell.
Make sure you follow us and follow our page. It's her point of view. Actually, no, HPOV3. Follow, okay?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Hey, yo, you was family, Ice. Now you old, fresh out of bars, and trying to be in Jones' position. How ironic, because you got the swag of everybody's uncle that just came home from prison. Okay. Right. What up, Wolf? They might heard that terminology, but you ain't break it down properly, so follow me to the Odyssey, back to the block with me, 8th Ave, when my mom's kicked me out. Good thing my Honor G, R.I.P., shout out to Fat Cat, Bogart, Dre Solid B, that's Wolf, means we only love family. That's the policy, so why is he still throwing the wolf up? Well, let's be honest, G, you been backed up on the pack. Let's get all this shit out, this your colonic, B. See? You remember Drew Hamilton Project 17th floor? I was 17 when you was bagging that raw and that cellophane when we cellophines, and I was a nosy kid, but he was treating his nose. That's what the homie did. See, he made that work disappear, but you was like the Wizard of Oz, and y'all know what an OZ is. It's a O, so them kilos and bins is felonious, because we know Jones is an OG, so let's think about how old he is. See, I tried to help you when you was whipping that white girl, meaning your girl car, and then I took you from a local nigga to a world star, and what you do? Typical, never stay in tune. Wolves don't worry about getting outshined. You only howl because you jealous of the moon. They ask you who you came up with. You never celebrate your goons. See, Ice never say no names, but catch him in an interrogation room. Oh man. Lord knows, the Jesus, you act hard here, boy, but you a hardware store. You made them keys up. He said he G-checked T-Rex. Please, bruh. See, Ice box, but when it come to them trays, he freeze up. Huh? It's all right, you know what I'm saying? I do this because I got the cheat code. You about to get 84 grams. 3 O's. Let's go.
Hey guys, this is YAYA Bombshell.
This is YAKIRA Gorgeous.
And I'm just Jen.
We are her point of view.
So this show is pretty much about our point of view on things, the real, the rawest, you know, what we really think.
Period.
So
before we get into your segment, we
Okay.
just want to
Do
give a
some
couple of
shout
shout
outs.
outs to people.
Sure.
I see somebody, Safe City Light, that said we're dope. Keep being consistent. Thank you
that
so
was
much. That was sweet. Let's go up and see. Come on, girl. You should have made this a little easier for us.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Kiara Golden. Okay?
Period.
All right, so I'll do it, right? We got Kiara in the chat.
Woo, woo.
Busy booming in the chat.
What's up?
Jarek Johnson.
You're.
We got Erased. Demetrius Hicks. This is not the first episode, partner. This is the third one. You can go back on the channel and watch some of the other two that were done. Real quick, I'm gonna get a couple more shout outs here. Cliff Dunn, Don Hughley.
Hey.
Was he related to?
Probably not. Beastie
okay.
Don said, "Homegirl with the gray is bad as fuck."
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Usually YAYA getting all the comments. There's a lot of them in there, but yeah, that's shout out to everybody, Mr. Lines, King Osiris. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Thank you guys for even tuning in and watching us.
I know, like this is.
We're pretty interesting.
I mean, this is honestly like especially with like coronavirus and girls like to just meet up and have fun anyway. You know what I mean? Like this to me is just like us just talking
Chilling.
just with mics on. Like this is how it is.
This
if
is
we were
really
a
how we
couple hours.
gossip together. Honestly, our
Yeah.
conversations really go like this on the car rides out.
Word, honestly.
We about to get into our third segment.
Okay, so the third segment is: have you ever looked stupid when the bill comes to the table?
To the table. Hold on.
Yes.
Have you ever looked stupid when the bill comes to the table? Listen, I feel like everybody has had their embarrassing moments when the bill has come to the table. As far as like people like, oh my God, I don't eat this. Especially if there's hookah there. They're like, oh my God, I just smoke hookah. Do I have to pay for this? Like it's a whole situation. Like yeah. And Nikki gets crazy when
I get crazy and I'm
things
just
don't go
like,
smooth.
we are too grown to be acting like this when the bill comes. And I feel like also like we talked about this in the group chat.
Right.
Like this is what's gonna happen when the bill comes. I don't know why everybody be looking like,
I know.
what happened? I'll be
what?
like,
Take this off the bill?
yeah.
I didn't order
what?
this. Like,
Like,
so
I don't get why you go out to group, like why you would go out without any money to spend. You know what I mean? And it's never like a crazy bill because you're splitting it between like what? Like if it's a big party, 10 people,
Right.
the most.
right.
I don't
No,
understand.
I'm agreeing with you. Like, whether you get this or that, I do feel like you should split, especially if it's like a 10 or more people there.
Yeah.
You should just split it. It'll make everything smooth. It'll make everything go like.
I want to see what the
perfect.
people
Unless
say too.
you get like one drink, then that's okay. Like for instance, you don't really eat everything.
Right.
You don't
You
eat
only eat
anything.
fries.
And chicken
And
wings.
chicken tenders.
Yeah, fries,
and
chicken tenders.
tenders.
But most places
Oh,
don't
that's
really
me.
sell chicken tenders. So
Right.
she normally has fries and her wine.
You're the worst
Fries
person.
in my wine.
But that's always awkward too if you go like if you have a big party and then or like a birthday and then that one person just orders like I hate it. Like I always feel bad whenever I invite you because I'm like, oh, you're only gonna order like 2 things and
That's true.
I just saw somebody order lobster.
But think about it. Honestly, it's not going to be that much. If it's like 4 or 5 of us, and say if the bill comes to like 400 or something, it's just like whatever. Because what I'm going to do is get the amount of drinks adding up to what they order.
That makes sense.
You got me? Just so I can just so we can split it evenly.
Yeah, but people don't think like that.
Right.
Don't think like that.
I hate it.
But what if somebody has like a card and we specifically say bring cash only, and they're like, well, I only got my card. Should I just get a separate bill? Like,
And then they can't, and then that poor waiter, God, that poor
Waiter trying to take everything. Oh,
I feel
do
so, and you can
this,
just
do that.
see her huffing and puffing, like, oh, okay.
Right. And then sitting there for 20 more minutes trying to figure it out. Like, no.
And I just feel like we're young, we're black, and all that.
Right, but what if
Oh,
but
okay. I
guess
also
she's
what
right.
if somebody doesn't have enough cash? Like, what do you do? Like, just spot it for them, or like, what would you do?
I don't like to spot. Would I do it? I guess so. But am I gonna be like, okay?
I think it depends. Also, I do think it depends on like your friendship with that person.
Yeah,
Yes.
like if you know they're gonna pay you back.
Right.
Because there's friends that you do it and then you're like, oh, that person, like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, should I say something? And I never end up doing it.
That's the thing I hate. It's like, you know that you owe me money. Why do I have to stress you for it?
That's true.
That shit gets on my nerves.
That's true. Whether it's $1, it's 20, whatever. You owe it to me.
You owe me.
You need to just send it. You know what I mean?
Like, do you say something? And I'm gonna ask the chat too. What was the question?
Do you say something?
Do you say something if somebody is at dinner and they don't have enough cash and you spot them, right? So what do you do? Do you hit them up like the next day, or do you hit them up right then and there trying to figure out a payment plan or
payment plan?
Yeah,
some people don't got it all the time, but my whole thing is like, if you don't have it, then
don't go out, or just do something with that person individually.
Yeah, I agree.
But they want to have fun.
But what if it's somebody's birthday?
Exactly, and you
they
have
want everybody
to.
There.
Because people take birthdays
Even
seriously.
if I don't have it like that, I was still like, all right, I don't have it like that, so I'm gonna just do you separately.
Yeah,
that's
time.
true. That's smart. Honestly, that's smart. Okay, another question though.
Okay.
Sorry, Nikki, I'm taking over.
That's fine.
So, what if you are like out with all of your girls and your man comes? What does he do? Like, should he be the one to pay for everybody as a whole, or should he just pay for himself and his girl, and then everybody else splits it? Or does he put half in, and be like, all right, you guys got the rest?
That's the dumbest question I ever heard.
That's a serious question, though, that people do want to know.
Why is it his problem with everybody else at the table?
That's true.
If you dated Michael Jackson, maybe he gonna pay the bill, but damn.
I mean, if your nigga is a scammer, that shit wouldn't really
or
matter.
Or a drug dealer, or
yeah, that shit wouldn't matter.
A drug dealer.
I feel like if it's your birthday and your man is with you, like, yeah, he should just pay half, and then y'all figure out the freaking rest.
Especially if, like, say if you're ordering, like, bottles and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
Your man would be like, all right, cool, I'll cover this. But your friends got to cover their
the
bills
rest,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. But
they should already know.
What if you're out with your man and his friends, and then you're out with your girls and your friends? And so how does that work? Does all the guys just pay, or does everybody still split equally? This is a serious question, Uncle Rock. Because I want to know, because, guys sometimes will be like, you know what, I got it, and they'll split amongst themselves. What?
Shut out the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it happens where, like, all of the guys will pay.
Yeah,
and
if
then
y'all go out. But if y'all are out and you my lady, and I walk up to the table, I'm not paying for everybody else at the table because you my lady. I'm paying for me, for you.
Well, let me tell you, like,
I'm not paying for the whole
I have a lot of friends
that's gangster.
in specific, like, bartenders that do expect stuff like that.
Oh.
So they will be expecting, like, all right, like, like if a guy is here, they expect them to pay. Boyfriend or not.
And are they giving them some ass at the end of the night?
No, but I'm saying, like, if it's one of your friends' men, but if it's one of your friends' man and he does show up, like, they will be like, all right, should I pay? Should I not pay?
I don't think
or
a man
like, how
should
does
be
that go?
expected.
I feel like you should always put in something. Put in something.
Yeah.
What do you guys think from the chat? Do you think a man is supposed to pay a whole bill when he is present with all the friends, or he just pays for him and his lady? Like, what do you...
I don't even, like, I'm just trying to think, because I haven't really been in, like, a serious relationship, but I feel like every guy that I have, like, gone out with, they always make sure friends are good. But at the same time, I make sure that, like, I don't want to overwhelm them. I don't bring, like, 10 friends out. I bring, like, a friend or 2 friends. Like, that's probably why guys are always like, how many friends are you bringing?
Right.
Because I know not to overwhelm them. Like, I wouldn't, like, expect them to pay for 8 friends on my birthday. Unless they want to.
Yeah.
Like, I do.
Because there has been some guys that'll be like, I'll come and I'll pay for all you and your friends. Like, without a problem.
That happened once.
Without a problem.
That,
Really?
No.
I can't see what they're saying. I'm trying. It's, like, not updated. Can you tell us some of what they're saying?
Yeah, tell us what they're saying.
For me and my girl only. Kendra says no. That's a female.
She says no to what, though? Like,
Two.
you're struggling.
yeah, I was like,
Shout out to Kendra in the house.
Period.
Nah, that's wild. Him and his lady. Hell no.
Hell
Him
no.
and his lady only.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody agrees.
Nobody agrees.
Oh my
But
god.
I do think what Jen said was, like, if you have like 1 or 2 friends, some guys will be like, all right, go ahead, I got it.
Yeah.
You know, especially if the bill is not like super crazy
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But imagine you're dating. Okay, let's talk. If you're dating a celebrity, wouldn't you expect them to pay for the entire table?
True.
You
If
Really?
you're dating a celebrity, I'm pretty sure that happens a lot.
You don't expect somebody to pay for your
Because you
meal
know what
because
they
of how
have.
much money they make.
But
That's
listen,
corny.
but if they did it once,
You can't
Nah.
expect
If they
Shit,
did it
anything,
twice.
You should be paying for them the next time.
that's true.
Come on now.
That would work.
You
That
just always bring cash with you.
yeah,
Oh,
just
I
bring.
always
You
do.
always never leave the house
Always
without
just
having
nothing.
cash
Money.
and having to be able to cover
Always.
yourself.
Because you
Like
just never know.
you never
Leave
know.
the door open to say like, hey, listen, I don't pay for y'all meal 3 times. One of y'all gonna have to come in the back with me. Right? So you don't want a
back,
man to
jeez.
do
So
shit
if
for
your
you
man
like
is
that.
present, then how is the check split? So he is
If
just
your
paying.
man is present?
He's just paying for him and his lady, and the other
If he
girls are
eats, or he
covering.
just gonna pay for your shit.
But that goes back to what we were saying. When there's a big table, like shouldn't everybody split evenly?
Y'all gotta
Yes.
know that at the beginning. I think y'all all grown enough to know when
Yeah.
y'all sit
Exactly.
down and y'all know y'all friends,
But,
right?
but
Exactly.
for instance, look at me. Like I only eat French fries and I'll probably get a glass of wine, right? And my man comes and he probably gets like a salad, right? And what does he do? Does he split that check with everybody else,
No.
or
I can tell you what I would do. If my shit and your shit came to $30,
right?
I'll probably throw $40, $50. You still gotta tip the waitress,
Waitress,
right?
yeah.
So I throw $40, $50. I'll do $10, $20 more than what it is.
Right.
But I'm not paying for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm
That's
gonna
true.
definitely go over the limit, but nah.
Best friend, you have something to say. You have to come over by
I
the
know.
mic to talk.
We gotta get another.
You have to come by the mic to say what you want to say.
Come on,
Come
that's
right here.
right.
Come.
Yeah,
Come,
we're gonna
because
get
you have a lot to say.
So our guest that we had last week is gonna come sit in with us.
Shift a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It is A-okay.
Oh, she's coming by you. Okay. They're watching.
Come on, Laura. Come share a mic with me. My best friend, she was here on our last week's show for my birthday special, which was crazy if you haven't seen it yet. Her Instagram is Red Fairy. She's very
Shit.
known in the YouTube world. So let's hear what she has to say, because she has a lot to say about the situation.
I don't know what happened last week.
Well, listen, we usually go out with us 4, or even if it's 3 of us, we usually go out. So it's never a problem for us to split, because we usually eat about the same thing. Our bill is always around the same amount, so we always split, whether somebody gets more or less. You know,
Sorry, I just spilled my Tito's.
I did that. I did that
Oh,
when I
okay,
bought
you
the
spilled
mic.
my
over.
Tito's.
it's a lot going on.
Take that off.
No, it
Turn your mic around, baby.
Oh, this way, yeah.
You need more napkins or you good, Jen?
We're good.
Go ahead, Laura.
Okay, no, remind me what you just said.
Basically, okay, so say if, for instance, you're out with your man, right? And you guys are like, well, I'm hitting you up, and like, Laura, come, I want you to come. It's me and all the girls. Come and have a drink and have a meal, and let's turn up. Do you feel like your man should have to pay, or should he have to give majority of the bill because he's present, or what?
See, my perspective is going to be different because I never fuck with somebody that really had money like that.
Oh, shit. Let's get into it.
So it's going to be a little bit different because I feel like I come more of like a boss mentality. So to me, I don't feel like anybody should pay for anybody but ourselves. So I'm not going to expect somebody to be like, oh, pay my bill. Like,
Right.
no, I will pay my own shit because that's just what I do.
What you
Right.
doing later after the show?
Ah!
That's what I'm talking
Single
about.
Uncle Rob. You didn't
Shit.
get to meet her last week.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where we got into it.
No, no life to that subject.
So how do you think the bill should be split? Evenly, or should it be that people are
Evenly.
paying?
What the fuck
But
you
what
ate is
about-
what the fuck you paying for.
All right, but what if people order something that's less than what everybody else ordered?
So then you just paying for whatever you ordered.
And then that's it.
So you think that's
Let's say we all went out to eat.
Right.
Jen, we gonna say you. You only got French fries, and then everybody else got
real
like
meals.
the real meals.
Yeah.
I think we all 3 should split the bill evenly. You should pay for your little French fries. And
But
then,
there has been instances where I was like, you know what? Whatever,
Because
we can
people-
split it. Haven't I done that before?
Because
I was
people
like, you know what, fuck it, let's just
That's
split
what-
it.
you know,
and
like-
then sometimes I even get stuck with even having to pay more, and I'm
More
like,
than what you
But
have.
you know, like
to
what would
pay.
avoid? Like I don't know why, and I don't even do this. Like why we don't talk about it before? You know what I mean? And be like, how are we gonna
But
split
We
this?
shouldn't
But
have to
when
even
we-
talk about it.
when it is just us,
Yeah. Oh, like
That's
just us.
known.
Yeah. But in a
Well,
big table,
we do talk about it.
You
but
do?
it,
'Cause
like
I never
Laura
really
said, it
do.
shouldn't be talked about.
It shouldn't
should
even
be
have
just
to
what
be
it is.
talked
We're all
about.
grown.
We're all grown. We're all having
Just know,
great
like,
jobs.
expect a price. Like, all right, we about to go to this fancy ass restaurant. All right, I'm gonna bring $300
Right.
with me, and then I'm gonna have my card with me, just
Yeah.
in case it goes a little bit over. We get a little wild and shit. So
Get a little wow. You can get wow.
But I just feel like just don't come with just that amount of money.
No gratuity.
Wait,
no
like, no
tax,
gratuity,
no
nothing.
Nothing.
All right,
just
boom.
like, all right, let me get
Be
my
like,
bill in
wait,
there right
but
there.
we're missing $100 out of this.
And then everybody.
All right, guys, I'm gonna leave. See you later. Bye.
Yes,
Be
that's
like-
happened a lot of times.
I'm like,
Oh
but
my
you
God.
came in here with
One time I
Gucci
had to like
shoes
call
on.
my mom like to come
Christian,
when I was
Christian
younger.
do your bag.
Like,
I'm a little
oh.
bit confused.
Oh.
You only
whoa.
putting $75 to the table.
You came in here with Bottega Veneta.
Yeah, like what?
So
I'd be so confused.
Fucked up when it's $100 left
Wait,
over.
Let's talk about it though.
Let's
Let's talk about the Christian Dior. It be killing me because I was just talking to somebody about this earlier. Girls be having designer down, like Christian
Period.
Dior, Fendi, Louis, everything. Driving a freaking Mercedes, Maserati.
Everything.
And then be going home to their mom, or be going home to a hotel, or be going home to like...
or having a problem with the bill.
That's
Remember that situation?
It's like the priorities is
It's
just,
all
I
messed up.
don't understand. Don't go.
Remember that situation when we went to Babylon? We went. I think it was me, you, and Nikki. We went to Babylon, right? And we looked at
Babylon
somebody.
is a hookah bar in New York City, by the way.
Right.
Yes, let's
Context
Thank you, Jen.
to get them involved.
Thank you, Jen. And we saw this girl come in who was Fendi'd out. Like Fendi down to the bottom.
Yes,
And
yes,
we was
yes,
like,
yes,
oh,
yes,
damn,
yes,
she
yes.
must be somebody, you know what I'm saying? And we had a little chit chat with her or whatever,
Chit
right? She instantly gets there and she's like, "What hookah I got?" So we tell her. Then she tries hookah. She like, "I don't like this hookah. Can you take this off the bill?" And we like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, she told the guy that she didn't like the
the
hookah.
hookah to take it off the bill.
And then they were like,
Fendi
no.
down.
And then she
Fendi,
was
down
like,
to the socks.
well, I'ma just call my bank tomorrow, blah, blah, blah.
Dispute
Dispute
it.
I was like, what?
She said she was gonna call to dispute it, and we just looking like.
Dispute. I can't. And at that, what did he say? Like the.
I don't know.
I mean, because once you get your hookah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you can't
it.
change it.
How-
You can
Yeah.
buy another flavor, but you can't change the flavor.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
gonna
You can't.
charge you for
They're gonna
that
charge you
other
for
flavor.
that. She was not with it. She had like a whole argument.
and
we
keep
were
in
just
mind,
like-
she tasted the hookah before she ordered
I'm
it.
sure she
Right.
smoked the shit out of that hookah
Right.
before she was like, yeah, I don't think this is the one for me.
Right. And then find out online,
That's
she's
bold.
actually somebody.
Oh.
She's somebody, and we're just like, damn. This. You, listen, you can't. What is that? What is that phrase? You can't take the hood out of somebody, but you can take the. You can.
You
I
can
don't
take
know.
them out the hood.
But you
Thank
can't
you,
take the
Uncle
hood
Rob. I'm drunk
out.
already. My bad.
Yes.
But that's exactly what it was.
I'm dead.
My goodness.
But we had some crazy experiences when the bill comes. Let me tell you, like we have been like, listen, just don't go out with a large group. That's the moral of the story. Do not go out with a large group unless you're looking to spend a lot of money. That's it.
And you just got to tell a waiter at the beginning, like, separate
Wow.
bills. That's
Wow.
it. Separate checks.
The thing is, like, we don't even like doing that.
That's just
It
so
shouldn't
extra.
be. That's like high school days. Like that's
but
when.
you know who you going out with.
No,
You,
I don't know. who I'm
Jen
going out
don't be
with.
paying the bill every time.
No,
Right? So
no.
it's like you gotta have that in a mental note. Like Jen is with us. Let's do this split the bill shit at the beginning.
Oh my God.
That's
you,
true. You
Jen.
gotta
I'm
know who
just-
you.
I
You
know.
gotta know who you're going
I know.
out with.
I just it's like
I
funny
just
to even
pointed
think
out.
of me being like,
but
yeah,
it's
I'm
like
not
you
gonna
gotta know who
pay.
you're going out with.
That's
but
a
also,
fact.
what if these are like some of your closest friends, where it's like, damn, like you know, you want them around.
You gotta know
expect
who
to
you're
pay.
going out with.
With, yes.
But you still want your friends to be around, and if
And
they're
for the
saying that they got
pictures,
it,
you
they
need
got
them
it.
for pictures as props.
You need them for
Let's
pictures.
be honest.
You need.
You need them as background. I have friends.
What? I've never heard of that.
Because like my 25th birthday was just, I was like, what did I do? So I wanted a limo, and in a limo I had to have like 25 people. So I was like on Facebook like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, but like, can you just, do you want to come? And all of them were down, and I was like, oh, everybody's saying yes because nobody has anything to do in the middle of January.
But Jen, are you gonna invite people that are like now associates? Like
they weren't.
No, they're not coming to my birthday party.
Yeah, I had like real high school, like that one class where you were just like, that was a good time. Like I went all the way back to get to fill this limo up because they were like, no, you have to have me.
Had me in there with people I had no idea.
Neither did I. I was just like,
how she gonna say neither did I?
Yeah, well, that was a fun night. I was there.
Oh yeah, I
was one of the 25th.
I forgot. She was one of the associates.
I'm screaming.
That was a fun night.
That was a fun night. It was good.
At the end, I was arguing with the limo driver because like I didn't know that I only had it for like 2 hours. I thought I didn't understand because like when you're booking your own birthday, it's just chaos. Like you're just like saying yes. At least I'm just saying yes to everything. I'm just like, yeah, I want that. I want this. Right. And then at the end of the night, he was like, yeah, so you owe me like $200, $300 more. And I was like, no, I don't. And I'm drunk and sloppy. Like no. And then my friend had to pull me out the limo. Like Jen, he's just gonna let us go because he knows he's not getting a dime out of you right now. It's like no, you didn't say that on the like advertisement that it was gonna. I was like really.
You
bad.
found him on Groupon?
Something like that. I was like,
I can't.
No, that was a good night. That was a good night. Even I had fun with your associates.
it was
I had fun
crazy.
with everybody, so I'm okay. I'm okay.
But
anybody has any questions in the chat?
Somebody wanted Jen to tell a story about her calling her mom.
Oh my God. Oh, that was another birthday. See, I don't know. Maybe being an Aquarius, I don't know if you guys can relate to. I just like having people at my birthday. So another situation where I was really. I call up people from like random people that I'm like, why would I would never go out with you. I don't even know if you have money anymore. Like, what is your situation? So I don't know what birthday it was, but I had a big birthday, and it was like what you said, where it was, or one of you said, like it was like 100, 200. It was like crazy, the amount that was due, and it was my birthday, and I didn't have money to cover. I already cover so much, so I literally called my mom. My mom had to show up out of bed. Or you did that? You probably were there.
I don't know. I was
young.
Patty
I was like
coming.
22. Probably because we were at the next place. No. Like Patty just showed up. I'm coming.
Patty to the rescue.
My mom, I call her Patty. So she just shows up in like a trench coat, and it's just like, what? Okay, Jennifer owes how much?
Aww.
Yeah, my mom would not do that shit.
No, my mom would be like, figure it out.
But I didn't know what to do. I just called her.
I'm like, Mom, can you quick pay me a couple of dollars real quick? I put it on my limit.
But back then, we didn't have Venmo. I don't know what we did, by the way, without Venmo and quick pay and all that.
No,
like
for real.
Nah, but people be like, nah, I don't have quick
pay. I don't have Zelle. I don't have Venmo. I don't have
Cash
App.
I'll be like, oh.
You be like, damn, when you get paid next? Like, cause I'll be there. I'll be at that door, okay? What time you get that check in there?
You do not say that. You don't say that.
No, I'm that nice.
I don't even know how to hunt down people for money. No, I don't know how that works.
I don't think you should. Like I said, I don't think you should.
Oh my God. But like last time Laura was here, we'll just do a quick update, Laura. A quick update. Because I'm sure people who will listen last show were just like, how the heck, like. So last time Laura was here, she was talking about you weren't here either last week. So last week Laura was here. She talked about her relationship, and she just broke up with her boyfriend, and he didn't, there were a lot of issues, a lot of red flags that she didn't see from the beginning.
Wait, let's get into the bill with her boyfriend, her ex.
I'm not saying nothing.
Henny.
So we won't get into that.
I'm not saying nothing.
So we won't get into that. Are you still single? Is really all I want to know. For chat people. You're still single? Red Fairy on Instagram. Red Fairy, right? It is Red Fairy. No underscores.
Spell it out.
REDFAIRYY.
Oh, that's so great. Mine is like just Jen with 5 million underscores. Just keep underscoring until the face that I don't really. It doesn't look like me. Last show was here. She was trying to like tag me in a picture, and she was like, "Jen, that was not you." I was like, "Yeah, it's me with contacts and straight hair."
It didn't look like her. Just like I'm a chameleon and I'll be looking different all the time. She looked different.
But the way you said it was so
Yeah, you'll
funny.
see her next week with like green hair.
For me?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, you do. So talk about a little bit about like how you got into like changing up your hair all the time and
I've been doing this since high school.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually only been doing hair for like since, was it high school? Maybe not high school. Maybe it was high school. I probably started like my senior year. No, junior year of high school. I started makeup my junior year of high school tue.
Oh my God, you actually knew what you were gonna do at that point in
No,
life.
I didn't.
You didn't.
No.
For people that don't know, because they were in here last week, Laurasia? Or is it Laura? I know I call her Laura, but like I know on your Instagram says Laurasia. She is a not a blogger. What is it considered, like
Influencer.
YouTube influencer
Because it's like everything. It's like Instagram and it's like YouTube. It's like all the above. Literally. I'm like a social media enthusiast is what they
Oh my
Right.
God,
So
I
your
like
girl
these
needs to
names.
contact her for a wig, makeup tips. Get at her.
Yes.
She does it all. She does it all.
And like I just didn't even, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even know how to start after high school. Like being like, oh, like let's just. And you were on it early, right?
Yeah.
Like
I didn't start in high school. I started after college.
after college.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I've been on social media for like 4 years.
Oh my God.
Like exactly 4 years. I started in February 2017. So almost 4 years. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah, she used to cut her. With me and Nikki shaved the side of her head.
Oh, yes.
What?
She used
That
to
was
sew in her
infamous.
tracks and cut the side of her heads. Yeah, we thought we were Rihanna.
I always no, that was Cassie. Was that Cassie?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Cassie. had it.
Rihanna had that style too, though.
Right, but I went all the way bald, like Cassie, like on one side, like
God,
it was
these
crazy.
celebrities have us
I actually
doing the
got
most.
noticed in like Rutgers for my shaved head.
Like in a
if I
good
had
way,
shaved
or like
head.
noticed
in a good
in,
way,
like,
like
oh,
people knew.
okay.
I was the only one with that style at that campus. It was crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out to
you-
you.
Were you New Brunswick campus or were you?
Yeah.
You were New Brunswick campus.
Yeah. I was. Period. On me.
It's
It
a vibe.
really did.
I'm not even gonna lie. In the beginning, I thought it was like kind of fake.
What's that phrase? Treat her good and she'll treat you better. That is.
Yes,
for real.
that's a fact.
Can we get into poetry?
What's with that? I was like, I didn't know we were doing snaps now.
Like, come on. Like, seriously. Like, she brought her man a Maybach. Like, what? For
No,
all
for
the people
real.
who thought that she was just like an Instagram thought or whatever. Yeah, she's an Instagram
Dang,
thought
why
that
she
got
gotta
money.
be an Instagram?
Because
thought?
people
because
say
people
these things.
thought that.
Because, you know,
So she went from she heard to
yeah.
the oxen.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like
you know what I'm saying? She's
People
just
can
known
look
in the
at that like,
industry
oh.
for like, you know, but
Yeah.
she.
But these celebrities be changing relationships like 2.5 seconds.
nah, but I think this
one
relationship
is-
is real.
I
Like he
love it.
really be treating her
he
so
loves
good.
her. He loves her.
How long they been together?
I think since January.
But don't we
Hey,
put like?
always remember, new love is the best love of all.
That's true. That's
That is
true.
true.
Don't always last, but it's the
'Cause
best.
that
You
shit
shit
gotta
on the
go
planet.
through a whole bunch of trial and error to find your good one.
That new
No, the
love.
first year is always like the best, and then after that,
Yeah,
after
it
that-
look like y'all gonna be together forever.
come to the 3, 4, 5th
Different.
year.
Like there was new love and he got her at Lamborghini. Okay, like
That is a
it's-
fact.
Listen,
Oh my God.
that's some good loving.
But I
Some
feel
good
like
loving, some
even
good whap.
before that, like for Valentine's
wow.
Day,
What?
the whole hotel room.
Laura's
I'm
take
just
on that
saying.
situation since you missed that first segment.
What did y'all say
What
first?
the fuck?
We were just basically trying to see whether people think that is true, like whether he shot her or not, because he came out with a lot.
She
to
does
say.
not think that. Neek does not think that Tori
He
shot
shot her.
her.
I
We
feel like that's
definitely think.
something
I'm just so confused.
Me
I'm
too.
confused with the
I
story
am
too.
so confused because I'm all for, you know what it is? It's about the pro-black woman movement right now. Everybody is so focused on pro-black women and women not getting their voice and all that stuff. And I think we're just so clouded with that image of black women right now. So it's like anything that's coming at us, like, no. She's right. And it's like, I don't know, because Tory bars was speaking facts, okay?
Oh, you think it was facts, or did you think it was opinion?
I don't know. Listen, I'm all about truth, facts, and the real fucking shit, okay? The shit that he was saying, the stuff that he was saying, it was so real to me, down to the fact that I had to go to Genius Lyrics and look
too,
up
I did that.
read. I had to go and
right.
read every single thing, and it was he's literally telling a story of everything that happened. And I'm like, yo,
That's what
he's
I
spitting the facts. Like,
But he never says who shot her.
listen, Megan Clapback gotta come with the facts.
She definitely, she gonna have to come out with an album.
That's a fact.
Is she gonna have to come with the pure hard facts? Because the way he came with this album, I'm not gonna lie, it's making everybody look at Megan crazy right